Oh no, she's falling. She'll get back up. See, spring loaded. That's awesome.
Don't tell people I'm spring loaded.
Oh, okay. Oh man. Well, we're here with another installment of Talking Palettes. I'm your host, Daniel Crosier, and I am here. Joined with me today is Camille Bird. Camille, how are you?
Feeling great. How are you, Daniel?
I'm upright. I'm uptight. So we're doing great.
Oh, super. That's super.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to write that down. I came here to take notes.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Your pen and everything ready to go?
Yeah, I got a pen.
Excellent.
Weird.
You don't have a digital pad or anything to just plug that stuff away?
No, I'm going to write it down.
Ooh, tactile. Nice. All right. So, Camille, I know you from back in the day. It's been a few years. But I know you as a comedian and performer. I remember, when you were hosting burlesque shows and you had your own theater just outside of downtown Denver.
Yeah, it was 17th and Vine. It was in the same building as the Rhino Room. I have no idea what that place is now.
Right.
But yeah, right near St. Mark's Coffee. Is St. Mark's Coffee still there?
It's still there. Okay. Yeah.
All right. That's the only question I had. I'll see you later. Thanks.
All right. Good night. We'll see you. Goodbye. And we're back from our commercial break. Still falling.
So.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yes. Where were we?
Oh, I don't know. Something about St. Mark's is still there.
Okay.
Due to COVID, very limited on the clientele.
Okay.
Yeah. Gwen is sending us, happy-hearted smiley faces.
Oh, thanks, Gwen.
But yeah, if tell us a little bit about how you got into performance and being a stand-up comedian.
Okay, so I was a theater nerd. I was a theater to be honest, it all started from me playing the flute.
Wow.
And that was my first gig, playing the flute. I was first chair flute, promoted to piccolo in 7th grade, right? So that was, but I also did theater in middle school and stuff like that. I played the Mother Abbess, which I have proof that I have a DVD of this, thanks to my mom, who kept the VHS tape and then got it converted to DVD. She's dead. She's a hardcore fan. But nice. I played the Mother Abbess in Sound of Music in 8th grade.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. My claim to fame within my aunt thinks that is still a really big deal. People like to throw the climb every mountain thing at me. But anyway, I get asked to sing that song at birthday parties more often. And then in high school, I spent my summers at the University of Utah Theater School. Mm-hmm. That's how I get down in the summer. And then I moved to Denver to go to college in 1996. And I went to college at the Art Institute of Colorado.
Okay.
I wanted to be a puppeteer for Jim Henson.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then Pixar. So that happened. And so I stayed for industrial design, and which was a great degree for me to almost get. So I just learned how to build and use shop equipment and learned about different processes, which has served me really well, I think, in my life, especially as a performer. And then I actually got a job as a DJ, I started off as a DJ, and I was DJing at like 60 South and Zoo, and when it was down on Broadway.
Yeah.
And I would just get on the microphone during the drag shows, and eventually an MC didn't show up. And so they said, well, you can MC. I'm like, I can't MC and DJ. I couldn't possibly, which I was already doing anyway, because I'm like such a mic whore. And is that okay to say that?
You fucking can say worse.
Fuck yeah. Okay. So, because I think I gotta, hold on.
You got a prop?
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Sweet. What do you got there?
Can you see that? Wait.
Oh, there we go. Nice. Face of an angel, mouth of a sailor.
So anyway, so I started emceeing shows, and then a couple of the women from Ooh La La Presents, the burlesque troupe, were like, hey, you should MC our shows. And I was like, you're right. And that's how Tisa Galore was born.
Nice.
And that's how me wearing lashes and corsets every day happened. That's the thing. And then I actually was super down on my luck, and I was at St. Mark's Coffee with my friend Tanya. Tanya, if you ever see this, shout out. And we decided to go for a walk. And it was at this time when like you could not find a job in Denver. So we invented a cleaning company. This is a strange story, but I'm fitting it in here. We invented a cleaning company and ended up getting a gig with some like apartment management, property management companies, and did all the move out clean.
Oh, okay, cool.
I learned a significant amount about what people are willing to leave behind. I'll just say that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So something you
anyway, yeah.
Ooh.
So then we decided we were going to go for a walk after we got coffee, and we're walking, and there's this like marquee, and it's empty, and there's a for lease sign, and I was like, oh, obviously the thing to do is open a theater.
Right.
So me and I actually opened it with Tracy Tomko. Shout out to Tracy Tomko if you're listening. We worked on that. That didn't work out, I think, because I was an absolute bitch, I think is what happened. But back to the theater, it was Theater de Quirk. It was magical. It was like, let's have an art show. And we couldn't afford chairs in the beginning, so we bought really big bouncy balls for everybody to sit on.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. And at one point we hung like a huge, I don't know why it's over here, but we hung this huge sheet, and showed movies in there. Man, that was a good time. Cool. We used to have, so anyway, there was an open mic comedy night, and I emceed it, but I never did stand-up. And Andrew Orvidal was like, well, you need to do stand-up. And I was like, no, I don't do stand-up. I'm an MC. And he was like, no, you're a comedian. Go do it. And that was cool. in my sweet little theater. That was the first time I ever did time. And then I just ate that like a country fair corn dog day in and day out.
Yeah, I remember going to a couple shows that you had. I think you opened up. I think there was like a mic night, and then you opened up for a couple people, and at Comedy Works. And I remember one where you just dug into some blonde bimbos in the front row, and oh my God, it was relentless. I loved every moment of it. And, you know, by the time you were done, it's like you had their blood all over your fingers. It's like, I don't know what happened. I went red. You know, I just.
Does anybody have a wet nap?
Yeah. Who's got the hand sanitizer?
The open mic at Theater de Quirk was actually called an open heckle night.
No,
and it was specifically to get heckled and like help comedians deal with hecklers. That's ironically, because my career is built on being heckled. So,
right. Well, that's actually a really useful tool. Well, you don't really think about it until there you go. You don't really think about it until you jump in and I mean it's already hard enough. And a lot of people are just bearing their souls and trying to make funny of it, and but at the same time, the crowd response can be just relentless and unforgiving. So yeah, what a good way to like build up that outer epidermis.
Right. That's what I was trying to help comedians do.
Get
Just wanted to be of service to the epidermis.
There you go. Write that one down.
Oh, one moment, please.
Yes. Got
it.
Excellent. Cool.
I'll be going on tour with all this afterwards.
Yeah, you probably should. Now, I know you moved away from Denver just a few years ago. Where did you end up moving to?
Well, what happened was I had this goal that I was going to write a show once a month and perform it in the theater. And one of the shows I did was called The Last Tea Party, which was if the Mad Hatter's Tea Party and The Last Supper had a baby. There was like Sanskrit in it. It was like Ring Around the Burning Bush. I mean, it was great. But then I wrote my one-woman show, Roller Coaster Me, and then through some shenanigans, like there was a changing of hands at the theater, and I did not go with that.
Okay.
So like the theater didn't go with it. It didn't make it in the sale, basically.
Okay.
And so at the same time, I was actually doing a show at Comedy Works, and I got off stage, and I got a call from my grandfather, and he asked me if I would come and live with him, that he needed help, and I said yes, because that is kind of a deal I always made with my grandparents. And so I was delivering pizzas for Benny Blanco, and kind of not really sure what my next move was going to be when that happened. And so I felt really grateful. At the time, I felt like I might need a break. Denver and I needed a break. And I hosted the Modern Drunkard Convention, and then I left the next day.
Wow.
Yeah. And I drove out there. Unfortunately, I didn't make it there before my grandfather passed away, but I went to Southern California to help archive my grandparents' love letters.
Oh, that's
sweet.
It
was pretty sweet. Man, it was a sweet time in my life, but I got to kind of sit and think about what I wanted to do. And in that time, I met this guy from We Are Not You. His name is Jared Eberhardt, Forever in My Heart. And we were tossing it around, and he was like, let's just build a recording studio and record your CD. And I was like, okay. So Roller Coaster Me was recorded in Laguna Beach, California, in a closet.
Ha! That's awesome.
Yeah, like a padded closet. I was like, we're in here to record something, right? Like there's not a lock on the door. And my buddy Amir did the sound, and we mixed that jank down, and we printed a CD, and I went on tour with it. And so then I was on tour I didn't do a lot of comedy there. Surprisingly close to LA, but I did a lot of ukulele playing there.
Nice.
I would go to open mic. Yeah, and play my ukulele a lot, but I didn't do a lot of comedy. And then I went on a tour called Give 'Em the Bird.
Nice.
And I did.
I bet.
I booked my own gigs, and I did stand-up and Roller Coaster Me across the country. I went up to Seattle, stayed a couple weeks in Seattle, and then drove through. And then I had a show, a bomb burlesque show that there's like no proof it ever happened, called Edith Was Circus Sideshow. It was so great in Las Vegas. Such a great show. It had flyers and transsexual burlesque clowns.
Nice.
But that had a live band called the Saloon Door Slammers. And so all the music was live. None of it was canned. Cool. Man, this stuff is fun to remember. So anyway, then I went on tour, and I was on tour for almost just about a year. And I ended up in Nebraska. Because I know.
Nebraska.
Like how God, you know what? God bless you, Nebraska, all the way to heaven.
flying.
I had this plan that I was gonna like be. So I had a friend there. Yes,
Okay.
Tammy Arndt that I used to perform with. Actually, we used to host the Lilith Fair. We did not. We did not ever host the Lilith Fair, the Lilith Festival in Denver every year. But anyway, she had a house there. She lived there. And she had a house and she had an attic that was all finished. And I was like, what if I live in your attic and then I could just like funnel out and do these weird little comedy shows, like balloon out and do comedy shows. And that I didn't really do that.
Yeah.
And then I bought a house there.
Oh, weird.
It just keeps getting funnier. Oh. And then 6 months later, I moved to Richmond. So I think it was 6 months, but
they finally drove you out of Nebraska, huh? They got wild.
Yeah, they finally were like, get out
of the attic. She's now
too
got
loud.
her own house.
That's right. Take your flowers and get out of that attic. So I did. My poison cookies too. And then
that better be Gary Busey up there.
Let Gary Busey always be up there.
Yeah. Oh man.
So then I ended up in Richmond, Virginia, and I did a little comedy here.
Meh. It went to meh.
I mean, God bless you, Richmond comedians. It just wasn't having fun anymore. Could have been me, could have been them, could have been it, could have been all the. I was drinking a lot, so I'm not gonna lie. Could have been a lot of things. I don't know. I just wasn't having fun doing it anymore, and someone was kind enough to loved me enough to say, so if you're not having fun, maybe don't do it anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? Isn't this what comedy is? And it's not. So I kind of stopped doing like open mics and stuff like that. I still emceed a couple things and I mean, I kind of went back to that MC lifestyle.
That's cool. So you're doing more of the MC stuff these days?
No, I'm doing more of running my business these days.
Right. Okay.
I'm a stand-up comedian massage therapist.
So you give them a chuckle while you tickle
them? No, I don't do that. No.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. So I mean, I about almost 10 years ago, I became a massage therapist, and I love it.
Cool, good.
I feel the itch to perform though, and I think that some of the weird stuff, like on the internet, like this, like talking to friends on the internet, like this helps. Yeah. I'm the hit at every Zoom meeting. So if you want to hire me for a Zoom meeting, you could do that. Maybe that's my next big thing. Hi, I'm Camille. Are your Zoom meetings boring?
Yeah, well, different. I know different businesses and corporations are doing stuff like that to spice things up, and because too many people are calling into meetings and then turning off their mic and doing something else, or turning off their camera, and but yeah, anything to keep them engaged and talking about the puppy chow that they manufacture.
Exactly. And I'm just the girl to spice up your meeting.
That's right.
Well, hold on. I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Carry on.
Oh man.
Can you see this mug? Not really.
That's pretty cool. It's a spooky kid's face with its arms coming out of its head.
There it is.
Anatomically correct, right?
Oh yeah, I know this. I know this baby.
Oh dear, you probably have a personal story. Otherwise, you wouldn't be drinking out of its head.
I probably do have a personal story.
If not, we can always make one up.
Yeah,
we'll have the veil of sincerity.
That's Tommy Bagwell loves me, sends me weirdo stuff like that.
That is pretty awesome. I do like that. what's
Pretty great.
I can't help but think that maybe the hands have an actual practical use. Like you could string your tea bags on there and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like we'll
Yeah.
use that for later, or use it in crowd control. You must be at least this far away from me.
This is teacup social distancing.
That's nice. Oh yeah, you actually do put the little the
Yeah.
tea.
Oh no, I just did that after your suggestion. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, okay. I think. See, I'm not clever enough to pick up on those. In the moment. Things.
I wasn't doing that before. Now I just.
Oh, okay. Now we've started something.
And now you know what kind of tea I drink.
Like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, we have too many of those. So.
That's true, man. I got so many. That's good.
Yeah, right.
Are we going to talk about gender reveal parties? Is that what we're going to talk? Is that your segue into talking about gender reveal parties?
That's it. Well, that I think that was the bullshit that occurred out in California, right?
Yeah. Oh, but you guys have wildfires.
We have wildfires. Ours, we're doing a little bit better. We're better contained. It was really bad last week, but then we got that wonderful snow because it's Colorado, and why the fuck not? Yeah, one day it was 90 degrees, and the next day it was in the 30s. So it's like, what I should poop out some snow. So that's what the sky did, and it helped. So we got some much needed moisture and stuff, but yeah, all along the West Coast, it is pretty much on fire, and it's horrifying to watch the radar, computer generated images of the smoke and the weather patterns and how it's influencing the weather for the rest of the country and
right.
It's just horrifying. So yeah, we had a gentleman on yesterday, and he couldn't go outside. He's not even in the thick of it. But yeah, his sky is orange, and his air is nearly unbreathable. So
I've got friends in Oakland. One of my friends has a baby who just turned a year. What's up, Leora? You're doing great. Posterity. And the air is trash. The air is trash up there. So they're not going out.
Yeah. Gregory said that you are good at it. I assume it's the massage therapy. And Tina says hi. Tina Shackleton.
Oh, that's so nice. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any nails, but I love you. That's for Tina.
Oh, man.
Did you see this ring?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Pretty ridiculous.
It's an owl.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Very Harry Potter. Kind of let it rest.
Today, I know.
Like, yeah, you just perch right there. Just don't poop. Don't poop on my upper lip.
No, I'm not great at. Okay, it's fine.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. I don't have anything. Okay, here.
That's okay. Yeah.
But I have one of these.
Oh, yes. If my niece saw that right now, she would love it. She would think that you are the most magical thing. And
really?
Yeah, she'd probably start worshiping you, and we'd have to introduce her to the idea of like, no, honey, cults are bad.
Oh, why? I'm from Utah. How can you say such a thing? There you go.
So magical. Gaze upon the horn of Camille.
Mm-hmm.
Camilla corn.
Do it. Camilla corn. Hold on, write it down.
Write that one down too.
Good.
Yeah, we're just gonna churn these out, and it's gonna be it's language just got magical.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's not bad. That we can work on that one.
Yeah, you could build on that one.
Yeah.
I think there's certain people in the administration that needs to be reintroduced to the English language anyway.
You mean at the school administration?
Oh, I'm sure that there too. Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. There's that
We'll be
aspect.
having them tweet Camille Corn in no time.
That's right. We
You
should
know
have.
what we really need? Yeah.
Oh man. So with COVID and everything being so prevalent, how's business, going forward? How are you doing with that?
So I also have like a retail shop.
Right.
I have found that I feel like I just kind of had to make a choice, like
Mm.
focus, like retail or massage, right? So
Okay.
like for a little while, massage was illegal. So
Right.
that yikes. So I was pumping out. I was sewing masks like 8 hours a day.
Oof.
I sewed a mask out of an old band T-shirt, and I was so
Cool.
excited to reuse that. I know, because the shirt was like not. I had worn it out. There was
Yeah.
like it wasn't appropriate, and so I made it into a mask, and I was super happy with that. And then I made a mask for my boyfriend, and he posted a picture online, and then like boom, we just got blowing up, and so I ended up paying. We paid our bills that way for
Oh, cool.
several months. Yeah, we were moving and shaking and sewing, and it was
Nice.
awesome. But I was also just trying to sell out of I invented something called Box of Joy at the shop, which
Mm.
was basically you paid for someone would order a box of joy and I would put whatever I wanted into it
Oh, cool. Nice.
and then send it to you or deliver it. So that's what we did. And then at the end of May, we could start massaging again. And I mean, we're still pivoting and we're still staying really creative, but
Okay.
I'm as busy as I think as I want to be. I am.
Yep.
But it's definitely, but like people were like, oh, is it terrible wearing a mask while you work? I'm like, no, because summer feet, I'm fine with a mask.
Yeah.
Or the whole thing about, and like also, people have to come in and wash their hands like the first thing they do. And I'm like, why is this new to so many people?
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm a little.
You got to keep educating and re-educating. I guess to put it politely, because they're dipshits.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what were you doing before?
Right. You just, yeah. It's funny. Yeah. I've never, had open heart surgery and not washed my hands. So once you do that before you go to the dinner table, it's like,
Right.
it should be part of your daily hygiene. Now you're just increasing it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, just maybe more often. It's really hard to put these on.
Are you getting a little greedy with the horns? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I mean.
now you are the Camille Biacorn.
Binacorn.
Binacorn. There you go.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah. I think
never
the
seen a binacorn
name is better. Yeah, the binacorn thing. I don't know.
You don't like camera 1, camera 2. What? Did you ask the people to vote?
Camera 1 is great. Camera 2 is, it's just like, hey, my parentage was, they were close cousins.
Oh, I mean, let's have the people vote. Tell me, people.
All right, kids. Everybody out there in Facebook land, which horn is best on Camille? Tina came back and says that Macy wants to meet you. She loves it.
Macy, I'll be at your birthday party. I'll see if I can.
Excellent.
So hold on. Now the Binacorn does birthday parties. This is so great.
Does birthday parties in a mask.
Did you know? Here's a fun fact.
Okay.
Daniel, did you know that I used to do singing telegrams throughout the greater Denver metro area?
I think you mentioned that at one point.
Yeah.
I don't think we went into it in great detail, but yeah, that sounds pretty ridiculous. How long did you do that?
Oh, off and on for well over a year, couple of years maybe.
Okay.
Because, singing telegrams are kind of like a dying art,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so you would get, and of course, like Valentine's Day, you'd be working your face off, and
Yeah.
different times of year you'd be really working your face off. But then it couldn't be like a full time gig. You had to do whatever. But I would think now it would be super popular because you can show
Right.
up like just stand back and shout songs and play your. You have to learn to play the kazoo to work for Sunshine Singing Telegram. So that was where I learned to play the kazoo.
It'd be hilarious if somebody were to do that, show up naked, sing a song, "You're being served," and then well, at least I got a face full. That's nice.
You're being served. Oh, that's a great idea. You could do singing telegram paper service.
There you go.
You could do that.
I'm a notary. Plop. It's like, oh yeah. What, did you just dip your penis into ink and notarize it that way? That's brilliant.
My bad. You're being served.
Plop.
Yeah, I like it.
Gregory says, always the light up. I think he likes the lit.
100. He's 100% on the light up.
Yeah.
There's a clear for. Here's a hold up a 1.
Yeah.
See, the camera is backwards. It makes me look.
Yeah, it does. Don't worry. It's my right side is actually my left side. So,
and my left side is my right side.
Yeah, I think we're in some kind of opposite dimension or something.
Look, if I do this with that light, it looks like I'm making that light happen.
I think you are. Just say that you are. It's like I make light happen.
Wait.
Wait,
here we go. Oh.
That's actually really cool. That's a cool effect. It looks like the Dark Crystal.
It does. You're right. Which now all my dreams have come true. Boom.
Excellent. Yeah, there you are. I knew it. Camille's a gelfling.
I would if only I was a tiny little gelfling.
Well, you did want to go and work with the Jim Henson
I did.
company for a while. Yeah. So were you able to actually build and construct your own puppets?
That's what I used to do that. Yes.
Nice. Cool.
8th grade was my first puppet that wasn't a sock puppet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep putting more things on.
Yeah, just keep adding to it. Now I think you're a character from Harry Potter.
Really?
It's the glasses. It's the glasses that do it.
Well, in that case.
Oh.
Butterepicus inventicus.
There you go. I'm still here. There's modern magic. Just click a button and just go away. It's so much easier.
Not really sure what that spell was. So whoever was affected by it, you're welcome.
Some poor kid in Russia is just gonna wake up and it's like, what happened to my index finger? Why is it on the other hand?
Dude, we have fans in Russia.
No, just some unsuspecting person, that is the recipient of the cost of your spell.
Got it.
Yeah. I think that's a theme that's pretty well used in Rick and Morty these days, and what was that movie, The Box? I think with Cameron Diaz and James Marsden, where
I don't know that movie.
Yeah, Box shows up. They make a wish, and it comes true. But somebody, in the world, someplace has to pay that price.
Oh yeah, somebody has to.
It's not a healthy price, and it's like a corporation.
Oh,
they make stuff, they sell stuff. We pay the price.
Got it. Bingo, bango, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
dear.
play a game called like favorites.
Okay, go ahead. Favorites.
Okay. Um, we'll start it easy, right? Favorite mythical creature.
Favorite mythical creature. Let's. Griffin.
Ooh, nice. Okay, your turn. Oh, do you want me to answer too? Should I answer too?
Yeah. What's your
The
favorite?
Kraken.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Oh, which Kraken, from the original Clash of the Titans or the remake with that's all CG?
The original one.
Awesome.
Horrible. I love it. I love it.
Nice. Favorite horror movie?
Attack of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, awesome. 10 points. Holy shit.
What about you?
I just, showed Elise that a week and a half ago. She loved it. This is the first time she's ever seen it.
Yeah, I made Greg watch that. I think it's been a year. I was like, I referenced it, and I think it came on television, which I'm pretty sure I have it on DVD and VHS, I think. But anyway, it came on, and he watched it and was just enthralled to the end.
Yeah, it's such a fantastic film. So that was Greg's first time seeing that?
Yeah.
Excellent. I think for me, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, solid.
Well, that's a movie that still, I'll watch it every year, and it still is unnerving. But like, there's no blood, no gore. It's just kind of the way they made it was very documentary style, and it's it's very disturbing. There's no way that for all the remakes and sequels that they do, there's no way for them to capture that feeling ever again. So it was kind of like just kind of the genie trapped in the bottle, just that little time capsule type thing. But favorite horror movie that you just recently saw?
Man, it's hard to say. I've been a movie in so long.
Right. Well, there are streaming services. I guess that's
Shut your mouth, Daniel.
Oh.
We don't watch movies on our streaming services. We watch shit like what am I? Oh, Married to Millions. God, that was so dumb. If you haven't
what
seen
is that?
It's terrible. It's terrible. You know what was great about it though was when it was on, how many things I got done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I routinely have the TV going when I'm sitting there drawing.
That's pretty much all put it on. It'll keep you enthralled in anything else. But I watched the whole thing. Why did I watch the whole thing? I don't even know. It was so dumb. It's reality. It's literally like people marrying people with millions of dollars who don't have millions of dollars, and like it's.
Hopefully that prenup agreement is very loose.
That's part of it. That's part of the show. That's part of it. Are they going to get a prenup? I mean, the things that I cared about while I was watching this show, I was like, I don't even know, but I got a lot done. Thank you, Married to Millions. I got a lot done. You know what? Been watching Vikings though.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that since the second season.
So, my friend BJ and I have a similar thing where it's hard for us to watch shows where we're a little bit sidetracked by the fact that the people in the shows, so generally, especially like time period pieces, probably smell real bad.
Right.
And or don't have great breath and are constantly making out with other people, right?
Yeah.
So, fortunately, because the beards are epic and like I was distracted from that. So that's what I'm into right now. What are you watching right now? What are you watching? What are you streaming like right now? What's your jam right now?
So into Lovecraft Country on HBO. Been watching that on Amazon. That's been absolutely amazing. We were talking about stuff like that earlier on the show, how it's kind of educating me on some of the experience of Black people during the 1950s and Jim Crow laws. It's absolutely horrifying. So when the monsters pop up and the supernatural stuff pop up on the show, I kind of gasp a sigh of relief, because it's like, okay, that's supernatural shit. That's shit that's not as realistic as the realistic fucking bigotry
What do you mean?
stuff.
What do you mean?
So when
are you saying the supernatural stuff isn't real?
You're gonna have to lean in a little closer to the to your camera.
I need an answer, Daniel.
Oh yeah. As far as the supernatural stuff, anything that's Lovecraftian, Cthulhu type stuff, I have my doubts. Yeah, kind of a skeptic.
I mean, let's agree to disagree.
Okay. Yeah, you adhere to the calls of Cthulhu then?
I mean, I do. Apparently, you don't.
Yeah, right. Well, you did grow a horn earlier. I did witness that.
Two, buddy. Two.
That's true.
Did you see how quick that went into the two?
Yeah, V, or is that V for vendetta, or is that peace?
Yes. Could be. It's all of it. It's all of it.
Or it could be like winkers.
Could be. I'd like to keep my answer open.
Nice. Open answer. Nice.
Open answer. Yeah.
So essay question. Good.
Yes. Oh my God. Did you like writing essays?
No, I didn't, because it was never on topics, that I enjoyed. How about yourself?
So I had a teacher in high school named Mr. Godfrey.
Mm-hmm.
His reading list, which wasn't just his, I mean, I know that, but he recommended that I read Kurt Vonnegut.
Right. Oh, cool.
And he recommended Slaughterhouse-Five.
And
that was the first book I recall, like, really enjoying. Right? Like, that was the first book that I read that I was like, oh, I like to read. I've just been reading crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so so those were the kind of books that we wrote, that we had essay topics on. And so I also had English teachers that I really, really loved and admired. And so I wanted to like impress them, like, hey, here's my essay.
I got it. This is me.
Yes. Right.
Punctuation. Yeah. Nice. Well, that's cool. It's you keep hearing about so many kids that kind of check out of their own education and just aren't interested or challenged or feel challenged. So it's always great to hear that that people have a favorite teacher. There was a teacher out there that challenged me, that compelled me, that inspired me to do stuff. And then there's those. It's like, that's how I became an arsonist.
Right.
Everybody's got to have dreams, I suppose. But yeah, that's always endearing. A couple weeks ago we had the sculpting head instructor from RimCat on the show too.
What?
And we reunited him with a few of my classmates because we were. Did
you sing to him?
I'm sure we did. Very lewd stuff, most likely. He likes very provocative things from like Two Live Crew or something.
Oh, it wasn't like an Irish or like you didn't hit it with like reunited and it feels so good.
No, nothing as pristine.
Reunited. No.
It's just more like booty shakes and stuff, and none of us can twerk. I mean, we're just old white guys that have no ass. So
prove it.
Well, I'll have to send you a photo. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that on here. No.
No? Okay.
It's just like, damn, that yeah, you're right. That's not an ass. That's a black hole. Light can't escape that. That's amazing. Is that the Event Horizon? Hi, Sam Neill.
Yum. Loves it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, going to art school, did you find those type of instructors that challenged you
yeah, Larry Denton.
Okay.
That dude, like he would give a safety speech, right? Mm-hmm. Beginning of class or shop, and he would be giving his safety speech, and you were all up in it, right? And it was super intense. The speech was so intense, and you were like laser focused on him. And for some, you see him, and you can smell that he's been in a shop like forever, and then you can like feel like an understanding that like this human is going to teach you everything you need to know, and you're going to listen to him, because if you don't listen and follow the safety stuff, you are not going to be able to be in the shop. And so he's telling this safety, and he's like, and if you don't with the safety, this is like condensing it, but if you don't with the safety, you never know. Oh wait, you never know what could happen.
He's showing you his mangled hand.
Yeah, he had like 2 fingers that he cut off in a table saw. Like, literally tells a story that he got right back on the horse with the table saw. I was like, don't say that ever, but like.
What'd you do? I just cauterized it and went back to work. I ain't got time to bleed.
That's right. I turned up the RPMs. And no big deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
But he built like he would build like puzzle boxes out of wood. That that takes a whole. You gotta know how to do so many things. But he was just this guy that like you could go to and say like, hey, this is the weird thing I want to make. And he would sit down with you and like figure it out backwards, like where do you start? He was amazing. He was so cool.
Nice.
It's so cool. I don't know if he's, I haven't seen him in 20 years, so I don't know, but probably is so cool, I hope.
Right. Well,
I don't want to tell other people their business.
When when you were performing on stage, was and you were like helping with the hecklers workshops essentially, what kind of advice would you give to people trying out their material in front of such of a aggressive crowd, I suppose?
So I have always been the kind of person that could ad-lib a situation.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the difference between thank you. It's the difference between being a funny writer and being witty, right? So like honing in on the wittiness factor, I think is the key to being a quality comedian, because I can go in there with solid written material, but there are times when I played cities and I would do 3 shows a night, several nights in a row in the same place, right?
Yeah.
And I would, if you go in and you kill your set, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it is, you go in and you just kill your set, right?
Yeah.
Killed it. And then the next set, you come out and start strong, but in the middle, you lose them for some reason. No, not because you did something wrong or did something right, just lose them. So like, then what do you do? If as a comedian, if I get stuck in the script of things, I'm hosed. Okay. So for me, I was in Bloomington, Indiana, and a girl, she was so annoying, and she answered her phone.
Oh.
She answered her phone. If you think I did not march my ass out into the audience and talk on her phone to whoever she answered me, you're wrong. I just was not, I'm not afraid. I'm not fearless. I don't feel that fourth wall thing. That's why I'm terrible at theater, because I don't do that wall. I don't even understand that wall. Like, I will talk to an audience member, like wink at someone or make fun. I actually can't wink, by the way. That's a fun fact. But I'll like reach out and touch those people like we're in a living room. And that's what's hard about theater for me. So I think that the biggest thing about comedy is like, cool, yes, be an amazing writer. But if I want to be a performer and I want to do stand up, I got to always be available for it to not go well, or not to go to plan. Right. And to know that, like, it doesn't mean the show is ruined. Like, not to get nervous. Some of my best shows were being heckled.
Yeah.
I love being heckled. Heckle me. I dare you. I dare you.
Yeah, I mentioned that show where you ripped into like these these blondes in the audience, and I can't help but they certainly amplified their that they were there and kind of competing for time and space, and I'm just like, oh fuck, Camille's gonna kill these people
with my comedy.
You just laid into it, like the room just roared. It was so funny, and she's like, "Yay, yay, straight him up, straight him up. We shall have jerky tonight."
So I got heckled by a comedian at Squire's Lounge.
Throat punch.
So I was in the audience, right? God. This was right before I left Denver. I was in the audience, and I was going to say goodbye to all my comedy homies, right? Yeah. So I went to this open mic at Squire's Lounge, and a comedian on stage, picked me to like pick on from stage. And Greg Baumhauer gets up and he's like, "Camille, would you like to rebuttal?" And I was like, "Sure thing." And I wasn't planning on doing time. I wasn't signed up. I went up there and I just was like, and because it's not about not caring about hurting someone's feelings. It's about not caring. Maybe not caring is not the right way to say it, but like understanding that like we're going to have words and we're going to make it out and we're probably going to hug when it's over. And if we don't, it's because you already left. And that's
yeah.
So
that's awesome. So while you're doing the day job and you're doing the occasional MC the Master of Ceremonies gigs, has there been enough time that has passed since you decided to step aside from doing stand-up comedy to see about revisiting?
Yeah, so it's been a long time. Mm-hmm. It's even been a long time really since I emceed, but it's not been a long time since I spoke to groups of people, but I do that quite often actually. And my life is a lot different and than it was. I've let some things go. I've surrendered some things, and I feel like I really am hungry to go back out. And I see that when I write, like even when I journal, I see myself like there's something that happens to a comedian.
Yeah.
If you were meant to be a comedian, this is how you know. Comedians, something happens. A bee is pollinating a flower and you see it in a certain way, or you have an interaction with another human, or I do something human that I'm like, oh, that's funny, or whatever. Yeah. And I'll write the joke in my head with 15 different punchlines or whatever. Okay. And I think that's what being a comedian is. If you're a comedic writer, a performing comedian, or whatever it is, it's the ability to see, for the world to come into the view of a comedian, and that comedian to immediately figure out how to send it back out into the world, right? So it's the same thing for like visual artists or people who make movies. Like people see things in the world, or, and they see how they want to put it back out in the world and talk about it and how to do the social commentary. So I see that I am doing that again, which is interesting. And I know that if given an opportunity, like today, if somebody was like, "Hey, will you come?" Blah blah blah, I would be like, "Yes, yes." And maybe shortly I'll start seeking that out a little bit more too. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think your next tour should be called Camillicorn.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg was commenting on here that you pondered doing podcasts.
Oh, yes. Which yay, because here I was like dreaming of doing comedy again, and then like, how does that even work? Because the audience matters so much. Like, who am I going to make fun of, and if I don't get heckled? But yeah, that's right. I do think about podcasts quite often, and yeah. So
Yeah,
he is 100% correct. That is correct.
excellent. Gold star, Gregory. Gold star. Nice. Yeah.
I give it 2 unicorn horns up.
Yeah, Gwen was saying that Camilla Corn podcast would be amazing.
See, we just did that, right?
Thank
you, everybody.
Yeah, so I think you've got 3 people backing you. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so I think that's just gonna have to get done. You have till the end of the week.
Okay, well, I don't know that anybody starts their podcast with 3 people already listening, so I feel like I'm on top of the world right now.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
That's right.
You're 3 people above ground, so that's good.
That's right. Uptight, 3 uptight and upright. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, and during quarantine and everything, like I don't know what the scene's like in Richmond, but out here, like you've got Comedy Works and other venues doing online shows. They're now to some degree able to do in-person shows with a lot of distancing.
Yeah.
I saw that Ben Roy was doing something.
Yeah.
He's somebody too that has his material, but can also ad lib in the spur of the moment, and just I've had the fortune of being his target twice now. Just
done.
Yeah, I'm the hairy, ugly guy in the front row. So it's been pretty. It's fun. I do like getting picked on.
I'm honored to say that Ben Roy and Andrew Orvidal and like that whole kind of Grolix crew, we kind of all started, like they had been doing comedy, but not for long when they found theater to quirk. And
oh, cool.
I just find those sweet humans to be so awesome. I love them so much. It would definitely be a dream to like hang out with those fools again. Lots of good creative yumminess that happened. So I guess I'm going to give them a shout out, a call. Hold on, I got to write it down.
You got to write it down. Growlix.
Get in touch with the Growlix, Camille.
Well,
your people.
Yeah, they had that TV show on True TV. That was really fun. And then
awesome.
Now I think they relocated back to Denver again, all 3 of them, and their families.
Oh, yes. All right, I'm moving back then. Seal's the deal.
All right, Gregory, get ready to go. Actually, Gregory seems to be all for it. When we move to Denver, y'all should do a comedy show podcast. I'm down.
Okay.
Of course, at the same time, we could already do it online too, because we've got the interwebs.
I need to remember. Here's the thing: like, I just really want to remember that, like, now is really the best time, right? Like, it really is. Like, people are available to tune in, and if you can tell them where to go, I think that so like,
right,
the timing to do it is like now, So
it's now. You do have the kind of that captive audience.
Right.
Don't look at my cellar. But it's like, oh great, it's the lotion on the skin routine again. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good times.
Oh, were you talking to me? I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the darkness. Hello, darkness.
The darkness, my old friend.
But at the same time, it gives you the time and space to innovate. What can you do with this technology? I've got another platform where we're working on a horror convention, and that got postponed this year, rightly so. And I've been just gun-hoing it for all the online content, taking all the stuff that we would do for panels and bring it online. And I've been doing that for about 2 years, just doing all these ridiculous interviews. And then branching off of them. Last night we did a book read. and
Awesome.
we're going to be doing some script reads for Mile High Horror Film Fest. So that'll be fun. I decided not to participate in the script reading, just the producing aspect, because nobody wants to listen to me learn English in real time.
Got it. You know what? Know your strengths.
Right. Yep.
And know your weaknesses. And do the strengths more.
Yeah, do the strengths more. So that's why I just drink coffee. There you go. You got your tea. Excellent.
Yeah.
I definitely think your mug is much more interesting than mine.
To be honest, so do I.
Yeah, good. At least you recognize that. That's good. Yeah. She's up and coming, everybody. Oh, so observant, this world.
Again.
It's a sky. Good. Get out of here.
I got so much to do.
Yeah, right. Hey, Camille, it's been absolutely wonderful having you on. Our time is running down, but where can people find your comedy albums, and then also where can they come find you to for your spa treatments?
So Sacred Waters Holistic Spa and Boutique is located on West Cary in Carytown, Richmond, Virginia. You can find me on Instagram, where I tend to make ridiculous videos of my dog talking, which is bird.lay.d, Laydee. Or Underwater Geisha, almost anything you'll find me. And then Roller Coaster Me has its own Instagram, and you can purchase Roller Coaster Me online. And I'm just uploading to Instagram all the time. It looks like this.
Nice. Yep. Such a great album.
So, and it's 40 tracks. Lots of.
You were busy in California.
Well, they're not all me. There's music on there too. So.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's not just me. But so that's one way. There's a link to buy the CD there. And just, message me online. Camille Bird on Facebook. I love friends. Send me a message. Friendster me. Friendster.
Oh, good old Friendster. We're not living in any kind of past. But time does fold over and into itself. It's pretty neat.
Some of my best comedy was on MySpace. I'm pretty sad I can't remember or get into that account. I had some really good uploads on there. So you guys, it's in the archives. If you're still on MySpace, look me up. Underwater Geisha. That was some of my best stuff. Nice.
I might have to, go down that rabbit hole.
Don't, or call a friend first. Hey,
can you hold my rope? It's tied around my waist, and I don't know where this could go.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Daniel, I just want to say to you, I love hanging out with you, man. We've been hanging out a long time, doing a lot of weird stuff. We have done some weird. So I love Daniel call me and be like, "Hey, I got to do some prosthetics for my kabuki theater. Do you want to help?" I'm like, "Obviously, absolutely." And then you get there and he's like, "Make the blood, do the goo, hold the thing. Can you just hold this until it dries?" Yes, Daniel, I can. Yes, and I will. And I love you for that.
Yeah, love you too, Camille. It's always so much fun, and such a good time, to be able to hang out with you and technically meet your better half, Gregory, through comments and direct messaging.
Now you know. The whole family's coming together.
Excellent. It's coming together. Excellent. Smithers. Anyway, that's my only Simpsons reference, because I stopped watching after the 7th season.
I didn't know you were talking about The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's okay.
How little I watched The Simpsons.
Oh, even better. See? You watch it less than I did, probably.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I'm more South Park and I guess Rick and Morty these days.
I was reading Kurt Vonnegut.
You're a much deeper thinker than I am. I'm still in the kiddies pool.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know about that. I think I didn't have a TV for a really long time.
That's actually probably the best way to be. Get more done. Dallas just chimed in and said that that Camille Bird is something amazing.
Oh, doodle daddy.
Cool. Well, Camille, thanks for coming on here with me and chatting it up and being weird with me and stuff. Yeah. Ooh. So, yeah. Well, I'm actually backing off because I don't want to get into an online spat.
No.
Cool. Well, to everybody out there on the Facebook and the internet, thanks for tuning in and participating with us. And Camille, thanks again. It's always lovely to be able to chat with you. And you got your little finger puppet monster. That's pretty cool. I think this is the actual special effects from I think that movie Avatar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Seems very realistic.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm your host, Dan Crosier, with Camille Bird. Have a good one. Be good. Be kind. Look out for each other.